Welcome to Anthony History Reconstructor channel. Today, you're not watching history, you're living it. We're putting you into Birmingham in the 1890s for one full day. You'll wake up in a slum, work in a factory, walk streets controlled by gangs, and try to survive until nightfall. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why most people didn't make it. If you want to experience the brutal reality behind the myths, subscribe, hit like, and drop a comment. Let's see if you survive. It's 5 a.m. You're about to wake up in one of the most dangerous cities in the world. You open your eyes in complete darkness. The room is freezing. You're lying on a straw mattress on the floor, and you share it with two of your younger siblings. Your parents sleep in the same room, less than a meter away. There's one small window at the front of the house, but no light comes through yet. The smell hits you immediately: sweat, damp brick, and something worse from outside. This is a back-to-back house in Small Heath. It has 2 rooms total, no back door, no ventilation. The walls are so thin you can hear your neighbors coughing, arguing, and crying through the night. 7 people live in this space. You sit up, and your lungs immediately tighten. The air inside is thick and stale. Outside, the courtyard you share with 15 other families is covered in mud, human waste, and rotting garbage. The privy, a shared outdoor toilet, is overflowing again. No one has emptied it in weeks. Rats move freely between the houses. You need water. You walk outside in the cold to the communal pump at the center of the courtyard. The water comes from a well, but that well is less than 5 meters from the overflowing privy. You don't know it yet, but this water is contaminated with typhoid, cholera, and a dozen other diseases. You drink it anyway. There is no other option. But here's the thing. This water might kill you before the day is over. And if it doesn't, what's waiting for you at work definitely could. By 6 a.m., you're walking through the smoke-filled streets toward the metalworks factory where you've worked since you were 12. You're 17 now. The air is so thick with soot that you can taste metal on your tongue. Hundreds of chimneys pump black smoke into the sky, and it mixes with the morning fog to create a choking gray cloud that hangs over the entire city. The factory is loud before you even step inside. Hammering, grinding, the hiss of steam engines, men shouting over the noise. You walk through the gates, and the heat hits you like a wall. Furnaces burn at temperatures that make your skin prickle even from a distance. Molten metal glows orange in massive crucibles. Your job is simple: move metal parts from one station to another, load materials, and keep the machines running. There are no safety guards on the equipment, no gloves, no goggles. If you slip, if you lose focus for even a second, the machinery will take your hand, your arm, or your life. You've already seen it happen. Last month, a boy your age got his sleeve caught in a grinding wheel. It pulled him in before anyone could react. He screamed for 5 seconds, and then he stopped. They dragged what was left of him out and kept the machines running. No compensation, no funeral. His family just lost their income. You work for 12 hours. There are no breaks except for a brief pause at midday to eat whatever you brought, usually stale bread and a bit of cheese if you're lucky. The noise never stops. The heat never stops. Your muscles ache. Your lungs burn from inhaling metal dust and coal smoke. Every breath you take is filling your lungs with particles that will eventually kill you, slowly, over years. But you'll be lucky if slow death is what you get, because the real danger is waiting for you on the way home. It's 6 p.m. Your shift is over. You're exhausted, filthy, and starving. You step out of the factory into the early evening darkness. The streets are narrow, unlit, and full of people. Workers like you, drunks stumbling out of pubs, women hurrying home before it gets too dangerous, and somewhere in the shadows, the gangs. You know the rules. Certain streets belong to certain groups. If you walk through the wrong area, you'll be stopped, questioned, maybe robbed, maybe worse. The Peaky Blinders control parts of Small Heath. The Sloggers hold other sections. Rivalries shift like the wind, and innocent people get caught in the middle. You try to take the safest route, but there is no truly safe route. As you turn a corner near a pub, you see them. 4 young men, dressed sharp, peaked caps, tailored jackets, boots polished to a shine. They're leaning against a wall, watching everyone who passes. One of them steps forward. He's younger than you, maybe 16, but his eyes are cold. "Where are you going?" he asks. You mutter something about going home. He looks you over. "You work at the metalworks?" You nod. "Then you can afford a drink. Buy us a round, or we'll take what's in your pockets." You have 2 choices. Pay and lose the money you need to help feed your family. Refuse and get beaten in the street. You've seen what they do. Heavy belts with metal buckles, bricks, boots to the ribs when you're already on the ground. Last week, they put a man in the hospital for looking at them wrong. You hand over a few coins. They laugh and let you pass. You're lucky this time. You don't go straight home. You can't. The house is too small, too cold, too suffocating. Like most men in Birmingham, you go to the pub. It's warm. There's noise and people and beer that makes you forget, for a few hours, how miserable everything is. The pub is packed. Workers, laborers, a few gang members in the corner. Everyone is drinking. The air smells like sweat, smoke, and spilled alcohol. You order a pint and find a spot near the back. For a while, it's fine. People talk, laugh, argue about nothing important. But then the door slams open. A group of young men walks in, a rival gang. You recognize the tension immediately. The room goes quieter. Eyes shift. Hands move toward pockets where knives are hidden. It starts with words, an insult, a shove, and then it explodes. Bottles fly. Tables are flipped. Someone pulls a knife. You press yourself against the wall, trying to stay out of it, but the violence spreads like fire. A man next to you gets hit in the face with a brick. Blood sprays across the floor. Another man is on the ground, being kicked by 3 others. You try to leave, but the door is blocked by the brawl. A constable appears outside, trying to restore order, but the gangs turn on him instead. This is constable baiting, attacking the police for sport, for reputation. They surround him, taunting, then strike. He goes down under a rain of fists and boots. You finally push your way out into the street. Your heart is pounding. Your hands are shaking. You didn't get hurt, but you were close, too close. And you still have to make it home. The streets are darker now. Most people are inside, hiding from what happens after dark. You walk quickly, keeping your head down, trying to be invisible. But you hear footsteps behind you. You don't turn around. You walk faster. The footsteps match your pace. Then they get closer. A voice calls out, "Stop!" You stop. 3 men step out of the shadows. You don't recognize them, but you recognize the look. Peaked caps, scarves, the same cold, predatory stare. Empty your pockets. You've already given money earlier. You have almost nothing left. You show them. They don't care. One of them hits you across the face. You taste blood. They take what little you have, a few coins, a piece of bread you were saving. Then they shove you to the ground and walk away, laughing. You lie there for a moment, face in the mud, ribs aching. No one helps you. No one even looks. This is normal. This is Birmingham. You finally get up and stumble home. When you get there, your mother is coughing. Deep, wet coughs that sound like her lungs are tearing apart. Tuberculosis. She's had it for months. There's no medicine, no doctor, no hope. She'll be dead within the year, and you know it. Your younger brother is sick too. Fever, vomiting, probably typhoid from the water you all drink. He's 6 years old. He might not survive the week. You collapse onto your straw mattress. Your body aches. Your face is swollen. Your lungs burn. You're 17 years old, and you're already broken. And tomorrow, you'll wake up and do it all again. If you wake up at all. Let's be clear, you wouldn't have survived Birmingham in the 19th century. If the contaminated water didn't give you cholera or typhoid, the factory would crush you, burn you, or fill your lungs with poison. If you avoided that, the gangs would rob you, beat you, or stab you for looking the wrong way. If you stayed out of trouble, tuberculosis, malnutrition, or one of a dozen other diseases would kill you slowly. There was no escape, no safety net, no ambulances, no antibiotics, no workers' rights. If you got hurt and couldn't work, your family starved. If you resisted the gangs, you were made an example. If you drank the water, you died. If you didn't drink, you died anyway. Birmingham in the 1890s was a city built on human suffering. The factories grew rich, the empire expanded, but that wealth was paid for with your broken body, your shattered lungs, and your early grave. One day in Birmingham, that's all it would take. Thank you for watching this reconstruction. If you want more brutal historical deep dives, subscribe to History Reconstruction. Smash the like button and tell me in the comments what nightmare you want to experience next. Let's keep bringing the past back to life.